Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Chapter 19. Jai to the giver of joy, Jai to Abheda. Let my head always bow before you. O Raghav, Raghupati, please come to bless me without any delay. It is not benefiting for the great ones to be harsh. O Ananta, please give a thought to what I say. O Jagannath, I call you most earnestly. Don't disappoint this Dasganu. When Sri Maharaj was at Shegaon, one Brahmin named Kashinath Khandarao Garde came for his darshan. He prostrated before Sri Maharaj and was happy to see in him all signs of Jivan Mukta as written by his father. He thought himself to be very fortunate to have come from Kamgaon to see Sri Maharaj. While he was thinking so, Sri Maharaj gave him a push by the elbow and said, "Go, your desire is fulfilled. The postman is waiting for you with a telegram." Kashinath got confused and could not understand the meaning of what Sri Maharaj said, as he had not come to ask anything from him. Neither could he dare ask Sri Maharaj for the meaning for what he had said. With folded hands, he bent down before Sri Maharaj and returned to Kamgaon. At Kamgaon, a postman was really waiting at his door with a telegram. Hurriedly, he took the telegram and saw that it contained the news of his promotion as Munsif, and he would post it to Morsi. Then he understood the meaning of the elbow push given out by Sri Maharaj and was surprised at the knowledge of the saint. Once, Sri Maharaj, on the invitation from Shri Bhuti, went to Nagpur. This Nagpur was once the capital of Bhosle's kingdom, but now had lost all its grandeur. It was due to the result of losing independence, which turned owners into beggars and bestowed greatness on the foreigners. Elephants, horses, and palanquins disappeared, giving place to motors. Changing times do have such effects, and nobody can be blamed for this. Sri Gopal Bhuti's residence was in Sitawaldi, and Sri Maharaj was kept in that palatial building like enclosing a tiger in a fort. Sri Bhuti desired Sri Maharaj to stay with him forever. For Shegaon people, he appeared to be Akuru, taking away Sri Krishna to Mathura. Without Sri Maharaj, Shegaon became a deserted place, and so all the devotees requested Hari Patil to bring him back to Shegaon. Sri Maharaj without Shegaon without Sri Maharaj was like a body without life in it. The devotees reminded Hari Patil that he was the head of Shegaon and Bhuti a great self-god, and as such only an elephant can find another elephant and not a fox like them. Maruti was selected to find Jambu Mali and Arjun with Karn. Saying so, they requested Hari Patil to go to Nagpur and bring back Sri Maharaj to Shegaon. In fact, Sri Maharaj stayed unwillingly with Sri Bhuti like Sri Krishna, who stayed most unwillingly at Hastinapur. Sri Maharaj repeatedly asked Sri Bhuti to let him go to Shegaon, but he ignored and did not allow Sri Maharaj to go to Shegaon. Though Bhuti was a pious and good person, he was too proud of his wealth. Along with Sri Maharaj, he used to feed scores of people, and the singing of bhajan was continued throughout the day. But people from Shegaon were not permitted to see Sri Maharaj. Once, some people from Shegaon went to bring back Sri Maharaj, but they had to return empty-handed. Now it was the great devotee, Hari Patil, who along with some friends started for Nagpur to bring back Sri Maharaj, and as he was entering the train at Shegaon, there at Nagpur, Sri Maharaj said to Bhuti, "O Gopala, Hari Patil is coming to Nagpur, so let me go before he comes here. When he reaches here, all the peace will be lost. Mind that he is an executive officer. Your strength is in your wealth, but he will take me away by his physical strength." Hari Patil arrived at Nagpur and entered Bhuti's place by force, pushing aside the watchman who tried to obstruct his entry. At that time, a big row of Brahmins was sitting just ready to take food. All of them were served food in silver plates and bowls, and had sesame wood planks to sit on. Several dishes were served to them. At the center of these people was a raised and decorated seat, on which Sri Maharaj was sitting. Such was the show of Bhuti's wealth. He was rightly called the Kuber of Nagpur. As Sri Maharaj saw Hari Patil at the door, he got up and rushed to meet him like a cow rushing to meet its calf. Sri Maharaj said, "Oh Hari, come, let us go to Shegaon. I don't want to stay here. It is good that you have come." As Sri Maharaj was going out, Gopal Bhuti rushed and respectfully catching his feet said, "O Maharaj, please do not reject me like this. Kindly take the meals and then go wherever you like." Then he said to Hari Patil, "Please oblige me by taking prasad with Sri Maharaj and then go. I have understood that he won't stay here anymore. I request you to protect my prestige in the presence of these Brahmins. If Sri Maharaj leaves now without taking food, all the Brahmins too will not eat, and it will then be a matter of great shame and condemnation for me at Nagpur. He agreed, and then Shri Maharaj, along with all Shaigaon devotees, stayed and took meals. After meals, while preparations were being made for departure of Shri Maharaj, a lot of people came for his darshan. Sau Janakbai, wife of Gopal Bhuti, was a very pious lady, the Lakshmi of his house. She, seeing the feet of Shri Maharaj, said that her wish was not fulfilled. Shri Maharaj understood and applying kumku to her forehead said, "You will get one more son who will prove to be most virtuous, and in the end you will attain moksha in the lifetime of your husband." With such blessings to her, Shri Maharaj left Sita Boldi and went to the palace of Raghuji Raje. Raghuji was most liberal, noble, and a pious person and a devotee of Sri Ram. He lost the kingdom in the transient world, but in Sri Maharaj got the kingdom of eternal nature. He most devotedly worshipped Sri Maharaj, who then went to Ramtek, and after taking darshan of Sri Ram, returned to Shaigaon along with Haripatal. Once, Sri Ranganath, the great saint of Dhar Kalyan, came to meet Sri Maharaj at Shaigaon. They exchanged their views on Adhyatma in their own way beyond the understanding of others. Sri Vasudevanand Saraswati, born at Mangao, was living on the bank of Krishna, was a believer in ritualistic worship, karma mart. When he was to come to Shaigaon, Shri Maharaj said to Balabhau, "O Bara, one of my brothers is coming today to meet me. See that he is properly respected. He is our most orthodox, so keep the surroundings clean, and see that there is not even a piece of cloth lying anywhere. If he sees any, he will be annoyed and angry like Jamadagni. The Karda Brahmin, always clean, is the most learned and will never compromise on the discipline of religious rites." So said Sri Maharaj to Bharabhava a day prior to his coming. And next day, the Swamiji arrived at Shaigaon. They looked at each other and smiled. Both appeared immensely happy. One was a believer in karma, while the other the king of yoga. One was the sweet fragrance of mogra, while the other that of the rose. One was Ganga and the other Godavari. One was the incarnation of Pashupati, another Narayan resting on the bed of cobra. While Swamiji came to the mutt, Sri Gajanan Maharaj was sitting on his cot and clapping his fingers. When Sri Swamiji arrived, the clapping stopped. The eyes met each other, and Swamiji sought permission to go. Sri Maharaj said, "Very good," and bent his head in consent. Swamiji went away. But Bharabhau got confused and requested Sri Maharaj to remove his doubts. Bhara said, "Both of you have got different spiritual ways. Then how do you call him your brother? Please enlighten me." Sri Maharaj said, "Bhara, you have asked a good question. There are 3 paths to reach God. All of them take you to the town of self-realization. They appear to be different, and so confuses the onlooker. Rituals of karma marg are to keep clean, wear silk dhotis, not to touch anybody, offering of worship 3 times a day, fasting, and observance of rituals in a strict disciplined manner. One who observes these things is a real learned orthodox. Any deviation or omission in this discipline will deprive him of the karma marg. He has to be very careful in his path. He should not hurt others even by words. For those pursuing the bhakti marg, his mind should be crystal clear. Even a shadow or unclean thought will deprive him of all the bhakti rahasya. Compassion, love, and modesty must be his accompaniments. He should have faith in listening to scriptures and worship, and must continuously chant the name of God. These are the requirements of the bhakti marg, and one who practices it will meet Sri Hari. In fact, this is the easiest way of self-realization, but practicing it is more difficult than karma marg, like the sky which appears to be near our eyes. Now listen to yoga marg. The spread of yoga marg is far bigger than the former two, but it is within ourselves. The person practicing yoga marg requires nothing from outside. Whatever is in the universe can be found within ourselves, and with the help of those things inside us, we should follow the yoga marg. For that purpose, it is necessary to know the asanas, rechak, kumbhak, and the knowledge of Ida and Pingala veins, dhoti and mudra tatak. The follower of a yoga marg, for his success, should first have full knowledge of kundalini and shumna. The ultimate fruit of these paths is self-knowledge, but that knowing of the self should not be done without love for it. Any act without love for it is waste. So it is necessary to protect the love aspect in all these three paths of realization. Black, fair, short, tall, ugly, and beautiful are attributes of the body and not of the soul. Likewise, but and not of the soul. Bodies are different, but all have got the same soul. Likewise, is it applicable to these three paths of realization. Externally, they have different appearances, but the ultimate goal is the same for them. Once they reach the goal, the different paths are forgotten. Once they reach the goal, the different paths are forgotten. Whatever path one follows becomes important to him or her. Only those who fail to reach the goal fight for proving the greatness of a particular path. All the followers of these three paths, after reaching the goal, become saints and then merge with each other. Vashishta, Vamdev, Jamadagni, Atri, Parashar, and Shandilya Muni reached their goal by the path of Karmamar. Vyas, Narad, Kyadukumar, Maruti, Shabri, Akrur, Udhava, Sudama, Parth, and Vidur followed Bhakti Yoga. Sri Shankaracharya Guruvar, Machindra, Gorak, and Jalandhar climbed the great staircase of yoga. Vashishta, Vidur, and Machindra got the same fruit. There is no difference in their ultimate grain. The same tradition continued thereafter, so do not have any doubt about it. Shripad Shivala protected the importance of Karmamar. The same was done by the great saint Shri Narsimha Saraswati of Ganganapur. Nam Savad Dhyaneshwar Sena Kanhu Chokamahar and Damaji Panthanidar followed Bhaktima. Sheikh Muhammad of Sri Gonda, Anand Swami of Jalna, Devnath Maharaj of Surji Anjanga like Yogamar. Ananda Swami of Jalna, uh, and now at present, Vasudeva follows Karma Marg, myself and many others like Bhakti Marg. Dondi Bua Palus, Nana Songir, Yashwantrao of Jalna are successful in Bhakti Marg. Kala Amma, Sai Baba of Shri, and Gulab Rao has also achieved the ultimate realization of the self. Atkuji, the saint of Varkhed and Chandur Tahsil, Saint Zingaji of Murha, and Tajuddin Baba of Nagpur followed the Bhakti Marg. All these saints had different behaviors, but attained the authority to become one with God. It is not the path that matters, but the ultimate reaching of the goal is important. We all brother saints have come to this world to guide the pious men to the path leading to moksha. They may follow the path of their liking, attain moksha. Now, and attain moksha. Now, don't ask me anything more, nor tell any of this to others. Let me sit peacefully under the guise of madness. Only those having faith in me and whom I love will get their desires fulfilled. I don't need the others. Brahmagyan, the knowledge of supreme reality, should be told to repentance and not to non-believers. To meet the God, we must be firm in our path. Hearing this advice, Bharabhau got overwhelmed by love, brimming his eyes with the tears of joy. All his body shivered with extreme bliss beyond the powers of words to describe. Bharabhau quietly paid respect to the great saint of Shegao, whose incarnation was for the salvation of humanity. Sarubai was a sincere devotee of Shri Maharaj. Once Shri Maharaj said to her, Saru, take these flowers and pulse and keep on cooking day and night. Go on feeding all those who come here. By doing so, you will be loved by Narayan. That Salubai of Vaisapur is still alive at Shega. Prahlad Bua Joshi once had an opportunity of blessings from Shri Maharaj, but unfortunately lost it. There was one Tulsiram at Jalam near Kamra. His son Atmaram was very intelligent. He had a special liking for Vedas, and so had gone to Kashi for his study. Daily bath at Bhagirathi river, food of Madhukari, and going to the Guru for the study of Vedas was his daily routine. Contrary to this is the behavior of present-day students, who waste their time in all types of entertainment instead of studies. Can they gain any knowledge by such behavior? Atmaram was not that type. He knew his responsibility well. After completing the studies, he returned home and first went to Shegan to pay respects to Shri Gajanan Maharaj. Atmaram now knew the Vedas, but Shri Maharaj was a son of knowledge. He recited the Vedas along with Atmaram and corrected him whenever necessary. It was a surprise for all of them to see Shri Maharaj reciting Vedas. Atmaram continued to stay with Shri Maharaj. How can a honey bee leave the honey? Daily he used to come to Shegaon from Jalam and offer his services. So much devotion that when Shri Maharaj left the material world, Atmaram stayed at Shegao only for the daily worship of the Samadhi. He did not accept any remuneration for his service, but on the contrary gave away his own property, which was a house and some land, to the trust of the temple. It is not the value of offering that one makes, but the devotion which counts. Shabri gained the grace of Sri Ram by offering jujube fruits only. Same thing happened here also. Swami Dattatreya Kedar, Narayan Jamkar, and Dudari Bua, who lived on milk only, all of them had sincere devotion to Sri Gajanan Maharaj. Now listen to the story of Maruti Pant Patwari of Moregaon Bhakre in Barapur Taluka. This Maruti Pant had Timaji Mali in his service for the protection of crop in his field. One night, while keeping watch on the heap of grains in the field, Timaji fell asleep. At that time, the donkeys entered the field and started eating the grains. And since Maruti was a devotee, Sri Maharaj had to rush and save the grains. He suddenly appeared in the field and called Timaji to wake up. Timaji woke up and Sri Maharaj disappeared. He saw the donkeys and drove them away, but then thought of his master's likely wrath at this loss. He realized the betrayal of the trust of his master in failing to protect the grains. Nearly half of the heap of grains was consumed by the donkeys, and he could not find any excuse for his negligence of the duty. See how the servants had a sense of responsibility in those days, as against the present-day servants who never cared for the interests of their masters, and over and above were arrogant and dishonest. Timaji was not like that. He was happy over the loss and could not find any reason to excuse himself. He decided to own the responsibility for the loss and beg for pardon from his master, who, he was sure, would forgive him. He went to his master and, touching his feet, said, "O sir, my sleep has put you to a great loss. The donkeys, while I was sleeping, consumed half the heap of grains. Kindly come to the field to assess the loss, and then only I will feel relieved." Thereupon Maruti said that he had no time to go to the field, as he was to go to Shrigaon for the darshan of Shri Maharaj. He, however, promised to visit the field on return from there. Maruti reached Shrigaon at about 10 in the morning. Shri Maharaj was sitting on the asan, and Jaggu Patil with Barabhau were near him. Seeing Maruti, Shri Maharaj smilingly said, "I had a lot of trouble for you last night. You became my devotee and made me do a job of watchman by employing lazy servants and yourself sleeping comfortably at home. Maruti, last night Timaji had fallen asleep and the donkey entered the field and started eating all the grains. So I went, woke up Timaji, and after asking him to protect the grains, came back." Maruti understood, and touching the feet of Sri Maharaj, he said, "You are our sole supporter. Our responsibility of a child is onto its mother, and in that way you are our mother. Whatever we possess belongs to you, and everything is in your hands. The heap of grains is yours. Timaji is a servant for namesake. You protect the whole universe from this place. Mother tolerates all troubles given to her by her children. I, being your child, you had to rush to Moregaon and save me from incurring loss. Kindly let me have such grace from you perpetually. Now I will go and remove Timaji from his service." Shri Maharaj said, "No, no, no, don't remove Timaji from his service. I know that he is really honest and felt sorry to see the donkeys eating your grains. Had he not come to you in the morning to report the loss? He even requested you to visit the field and assess the loss, but you said that you were going to Shegao and would visit the field and return from there." Maruti was overwhelmed by the unlimited benevolence of Shri Maharaj. Nobody had told him about the donkeys entering his field, but he knew it by his omnipotency. Now listen to another story. In Shak 1816, it happened in Barapa. Once Shri Maharaj was happily sitting in the veranda of Suklal Bansilal's house. He was completely naked, without a cloth on his body. People passing thereby were paying their respects to Shri Maharaj. It was the main road in the market area, and a police constable happened to go that way. His name was Narayan Asraji, who, looking to Shri Maharaj, lost his temper and said that this naked man is not a saint, but a hypocrite sitting there intentionally, and so should not be ignored. Saying so, he started pouring abuses on Shri Maharaj, and not satisfied with that, started whipping him with a cane. The cane marks came up on the body of Shri Maharaj, and even then he continued the whipping. Looking to that, one Shri Hundiwala came forward and said, It is not good to whip a saint without any reason. God is a protector of saints. Look to the cane marks on Shri Maharaj's body and withdraw your hand. By this act, you're bringing your end nearer. A sick man invites death when he overlooks the restrictions for health. You have done the same thing today by whipping such a pious man. It is still not too late to beg pardon from Shri Maharaj. But the Havildar said, I see no reason to beg for pardon. I know that the curse of a crow won't kill animals. This naked mean man sitting on the main road is uttering filthy words, and if God finds me guilty for whipping such a man, then it is the height of injustice. The prophecy proved true. The Havildar and his relatives died within a fortnight as a result of beating a saint. Therefore, everybody should be cautious in his behavior with saints till reality is known. A small but beautiful town, Sangamner, is situated on the bank of Parvada River in Nagar district. The famous poet Anand Fandi hailed from this place only. Now listen to the story of Hari Jakaria of that place. He was a Yajurvedi Brahmin moving from place to place for his livelihood. In his travel, he reached Shegam and went for the darshan of Shri Maharaj. He saw thousands of people coming there for distributing prasad or feeding the Brahmins for having gotten the fulfillment of the desire by the grace of Shri Maharaj. Looking to that, he thought, I am required to go back from this great saint without getting anything. It is because of my bad luck, which like a rock will not allow even grass to grow on it. I get food for a day and don't know my fate for the next day. Such has been my life so far. I don't have money nor property. Who will offer me a bride? O Swami Gajanan, abode of happiness, I keenly desire to have the pleasure of family life. Kindly fulfill it by giving me a virtuous wife from a good family, and then children too. As he was thinking so, Shri Maharaj, knowing his mind, spat at him and said to himself, I spat at him because he had asked for something worthless from me. People come to me for liberation from bonds of this material world, but this Hari had asked for worldly pleasure from me. See how the ways of the world are. All seek material pleasure, but nobody wants to see the Almighty Hari. Then Shri Maharaj looked at Hari and said, You will get everything that you have presently desired in your mind. You will get wife, children, and money too. Now go home and lead a happily married life, but don't forget the Almighty God. With this advice, Shri Maharaj gave him some money for his marriage. Thereafter, Hari Jakaria got married and was happy. How can words of words of Shri Maharaj go to waste? Once, Shri Ramchandra Govind Nimorkar, an overseer, and Vasudev Bendre went to the Mukana River in the hills of Shayadhari in Igatpur Tahsil of Nasik district. The forest over there was lush green with trees bending with the weight of fruits, and there were freely roaming wild animals near the Mukana River. There is also a small stream in the narrow valley known as Kapillara. It is believed to be a holy place, and so people go there to take baths on auspicious days. Sri Nimonkar also went there on one such day. He had some elementary knowledge of yoga and was very keen to develop it further, and as such was inquiring with every ascetic he met at that place. They all said no to him, and so he was very much disappointed. He with folded hands implored God to show him a person who could teach him yoga. Suddenly at Kapildhara, he saw a sage with long arms reaching his knees, who appeared to be a sage. And this tall man with a calm face was sitting in meditation. Nimonkar prostrated before him and waited till evening to see him open his eyes. But the yogi won't open his eyes nor spoke anything. For the whole day he was without food. As evening was approaching, all the other ascetics in Kapildhara were returning. So Sri Nimonkar, with folded hands, ignored the sage to teach him yoga. The sage gave him a picture and said, Your wish will be fulfilled by this picture, on which is written a mantra of 16 words. Keep on chanting it continuously, and by its power you may learn some yoga. Yoga marg is the most difficult amongst all the yogas, and small insect cannot go around the Himalayas, nor small seashell worm climb the Meru mountain. You may try yoga by remaining a strict bachelor and cleaning your inner body by dhoti and noti. If you do it sincerely, you shall be able to perform some asanas. Now don't ask me any questions, and take this prasad. Saying so, he gave him a red pebble and disappeared. The same yogi met Nimonkar again on the bank of Godavari in Nasik. Nimonkar went running to him, and touching his feet said, "Sir, you seem to have been fed up by me. Last time you went away without telling me your name and whereabouts." Shri Maharaj said, "I told you my name by giving you a pebble. God Ganesh from Narmada is always right, but you being dull could not understand it. I am from Shegaon, and my name is Gajanan. You come with me to the house of Sri Dhumal, where we shall meet again." Saying so, Shri Maharaj disappeared, and Nimonkar could not see him. Then he went to Dhumal's house, where he was very happy to see Shri Maharaj sitting there. Mentally he bowed to Shri Maharaj and told to Dhumal everything that had happened from Kapildhara to Nasik. Shri Dhumal was very glad to hear all of that, and then praised Shri Gajanan again and again for all of his divine powers. He advised Nimonkar to worship the red pebble devotedly every day and perform yoga asanas before it. Thus, Shri Nimonkar learned yoga asana by the grace of Shri Maharaj. Tukaram Kokate of Shregao had the misfortune of his children dying in infancy, so he vowed to Shri Maharaj that he would give away one child to him if his children survived. Thereupon Kokate got 3 children, and all of them survived, but he had forgotten his vow, and one child, as promised, was not given to Shri Maharaj. His elder child, Narayan, got ill and did not respond to any medicine. His condition was getting grave every day. Tukaram suddenly remembered his vow and said that as soon as Narayan was cured, he would be given to Shri Maharaj. Narayan really recovered soon, and then he was given to Shri Maharaj to serve him as per the vow. Narayan is still there at Shegaon and advises the devotees that any vow once made to Shri Maharaj must be honored. Shri Gajanan Maharaj, along with Hari Patil, went to Pandharpur to meet God Vittal, who is the ultimate goal to reach. A Kalpataru, Kamalnab, and an all in all with the saints. He is the supporter of all the universe, the virtues of whom are praised by all Vedas. Lord of Rukmani, and one who resides in the hearts of saints. He is full of compassion and kind to his devotees. Shri Maharaj reached Pandharpur, took bath in the holy Chandrabhaga river, and went to the temple for the darshan of Shri Panduranga. Shri Maharaj said, "O God Pandharinath, benefactor and protector of devotees, and all-powerful Rukmini Kantha, listen to my request. As per your command, I have so far lived on this earth and fulfilled the desire of all pious people. You know that my mission on this earth is now over. O Panduranga, now permit me to go. O God, I wish to reach Vaikuntha for a permanent stay at your feet in the ensuing month of Bhadrapad." Saying so, Shri Samarth folded his hands. Tears brimmed his eyes at the thought of separation from Haripatil. Haripatil said with folded hands, "O Gurudev, why these tears in your eyes? Have I hurt you in any way? Kindly tell me immediately." Shri Maharaj replied, "You may not understand it even if I tell you the reason. It is very deep knowledge, and you need not bother to know it at present. I can only say that our association is coming to an end. Come on, let us go back to Shegan. You and your descendants will never be short of anything." After return from Pandharpur, all the religious ritual, Mavanda, were performed, but Haripatil was full of anxiety. He told other people about what Shri Maharaj had said of his association coming to an end. Shravan month passed when Shri Maharaj was getting weak every day. Then Bhadrapad came, and now listen to what happened. On Ganesh Chaturthi day, Shri Maharaj said, "Now all of you should come to the mutt for the immersion of Ganpati. It is said in the Ganesh Purana that an idol of earth Ganpati be made on Chaturthi, and after offering puja and sweets, he should be immersed in the water the next day. The day has now dawned, and it should be celebrated by immersing my earthly body in water. Don't weep at all. Do not forget that I shall ever be here to protect and guide you. I can never forget you. Shri Krishna has told Arjuna in the Gita that the body has to be changed like clothes. Remember that all the Brahmaveda saints do the same thing. That is, they only change their body." That whole day of Chaturthi was passed by Shri Maharaj in a happy mood, along with Bharabha. Next day, he held Bharabha's hand and made him sit beside himself. Then he said, "Don't think that I have left you. Keep up your bhakti and never forget me. I am always here only." Saying so, the great saint stopped his breath, pulled up his head in pranayam. It was noontime, Bhadrapad Sudha Panchami, Sadharnam Sanvatsar Sak 1832. While holding up his breath, he uttered the words Jai Gajanan and merged himself with the supreme Brahma at Shega. His all movement stopped. Looking to the samadhi of Shri Maharaj, all shed tears with sorrow. Then it was publicly announced in Shega that Shri Maharaj had attained samadhi. With the spread of this news, people started beating their chests with grief. They said, Gone, gone. Gone is our living God. Gone forever. Gone is the Savior of poor and fallen. Gone is our nest for happiness. The wind of time has extinguished this flame of knowledge. O Gajanan, who will protect us now? Why have you left us so soon? All the devotees of Shri Maharaj, Mardan Patil, Hari Patil, Vishnu Sa, Bankatlal, Tara Chand, Sri Patra Kulkarni gathered at the mat. It was the day of Panchami, and all of them decided to close Shri Maharaj in Samadhi the next day. Since Shri Maharaj was now to disappear forever, he suggested to wait till evening for the darshan of they suggested to wait till evening for the devotees to come for the last darshan. They said that those who were fortunate would get the darshan, so the messages were sent out to outside places about Shri Maharaj's Samadhi. Shri Govind Shastri Dongankar, a learned person, said that Shri Maharaj could keep his life flame alive in his forehead till all of his affectionate devotees took darshan. And to prove what he said, Shastri put some butter on the head of Shri Maharaj. The butter melted by the warmth of his head. It was the effect of Yoga Shastra acquired by Shri Maharaj. Shri Govind Shastri said that Shri Maharaj could live in this trance for even more than a year. But nevertheless, it is advisable to close him in Samadhi pit after all the devotees got his darshan. And all agreed to it. Bhajan was started before Shri Maharaj, and about 1,000 people participated. To the devotees living far away, the message was given by Shri Maharaj himself through dreams. On Rishi Panchami day, innumerable people gathered at Shrigaon for the darshan of Shri Maharaj. A chariot was prepared for his last journey. Many bhajan singers reached Shrigaon in a procession. Ladies sprinkled cowed mixed water on the roads, and beautiful designs of rangoli were drawn on it. All the houses on the way and roads were illuminated. The body of Shri Maharaj was put on the decorated chariot, and the procession of the last journey of Shri Maharaj started. It was going around the temple the whole night. Various musical instruments were playing ahead of the procession, followed by dindis singing bhajan and people chanting the pious name of Vitthal. Tulsi, bukka, gulal, and flowers were showered on Shri Maharaj, and the prasad of sweets was distributed. Some people even showered rupees and coins on the chariot carrying Shri Maharaj. Thus the procession moved on all streets of Shrigaon and returned to the mutt in the morning. The body was carried to the place of Samadhi, and the last Rudrabhishek was performed. Final puja was offered with full rituals and honors, and the devotees raised their voices saying, Jai Gajanan, Jai to the Narayan in the form of man, Jai to the giver of indestructible happiness, Jai to the Lord of this world. Saying so, the body with its face to the north was put in the Samadhi pit. All took the last darshan shouting Jai Gajanan, and then the pit was filled with salt, argaja, abir, and with heavy hearts, devotees closed the Samadhi with a big flat stone. Shri Maharaj is still there. For 10 days all were offered food daily as a prasad of Shri Maharaj. Innumerable people got that prasad. The greatness and the authority of Shri Gajanan Maharaj is really supreme, and even an emperor is insignificant before him. This can be said about any saint. So let this Gajanan Vijay epic, narrated by Sri Das Ganu, show the right path to the devotees and help them develop Hari Bhakti. Shubham Bhavatu, Sri Hari Hara Pranamastu. Here ends chapter 19. Swami Samar Sadguna Sri Gajanan Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Gajanan.